Hello, hi, folks. Happy Saturday, and hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Hopefully, you've had a good Saturday so far. Um, Tonight, I want to talk about your monkey mind. Now, you may think, what the heck is a monkey mind? Monkey mind is, do you ever feel like there is voices in your head? Don't worry, no judgment. That doesn't make you crazy, you know. Um, do you feel like these thoughts are just like these things are heading you? You know what I mean? Usually negative thoughts. Well, the good news is you're not crazy. Okay, it's actually built in our DNA. What? To have this, it's built in our DNA to have this kind of a weird of a sidekick, right? Um, it's like an unwanted friend. You know what I mean? It's kind of in your head all the time, kind of speaking to you, negative thoughts. It's referred to as a monkey mind because a monkey, you see how it jumps from a tree to tree? So that's how it's described, a monkey mind, because you can jump from one thought to another thought. Okay? And like any monkey, it needs to be properly tamed. Otherwise, it'll drive you crazy. So, if the monkey mind is not properly tamed, it's like a, and I'm sorry, I was reading this note and I can't read it. But if the monkey mind is not properly tamed and not controlled, it's going to cause some problems. It's going to cause some problems. Here's what I mean. Well, you got to be able to recognize it when your monkey mind starts to kind of move. And it's very important to be able to catch it early, right? Because if you don't, it likes to kind of just go, right? So I'm going to share with you 6 quick ways you can not only recognize it, but you can kind of quiet it down, right? So number one is probably the most important thing, because it starts with number 1. This one is in order. First, you got to recognize that it's there. See, you gotta know that that is a monkey mind that is happening. The moment you begin to take notice of the thoughts arising of your monkey mind, detach yourself from those, because if you don't detach yourself, they're not gonna go away. But if you detach yourself, they'll start to disappear. The monkey mind needs to know that you are paying attention and believing in its thoughts. As you starve the monkey mind by not paying attention to it, you start to quiet that monkey mind. A few of my lives lately have been on mindset, mindset and how you tame your mind and how you think about your mind, or how you let your mind think, right? So that's number 1. You gotta recognize it. Number 2, you'd be surprised what number 2 is. Number 2 is start journaling. Here's the reason why. Take notes on what monkey mind is trying to tell you. It's important to take notice of what the monkey mind is saying to you and when it is saying it. You should start to notice a few patterns arising, right? You should start to notice 2 patterns. One is that what's going on, right? And 2 is when when it's going on, right? Usually, okay, first you want to say you're going to see the pattern. Okay, what is it saying to me? What's going on here? What is it saying to me? The second thing is when it's saying it to me. Like, where am I? What condition? What situation? That's very important, right? Usually when you're alone. Jolene, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Surprise. That's when the monkey mind tends to jump in. Usually when you're alone, that's when thoughts come in, right? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well and better. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Both of those are equally important and help to silence it over time, right? This is a great time to also write down what you're grateful for. And we've talked about that almost, well, a few lives. The past few lives, it's all been about being grateful and changing your attitude, right? So this is a good time to write down what you're grateful for. That was number 2. Number 3, and it's 6 quick ways you can recognize and quiet your monkey mind, right? So number 3 is accept your past. The one thing about the monkey mind is that it loves to bring up the past over and over and over and over again, right? It likes to tell you that because something went wrong in the past one time, it's not going to happen like that again, right? This is a lie that the monkey mind feeds off of. And it's something that will bring you down to its level. Don't let it, please. Take the time to accept that your past, guess what, happened. It's already in the past. Who cares? The good, the bad, the ugly. Know that it has little to no bearing on what the present and the future can hold, right? Because if you keep letting this monkey mind in, it loves to go back and what? Focus on the past and bring out the past. Claudia, what's up? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Number 4, focus on your breathing. That's something that I'm working on because I suck at proper breathing, meditation, breathing. I literally suck. So I've been hola. I've been listening to our man Deepak on, how to properly breathe when you meditate. So that's one thing I've been working on. So number 4 is focus on your breathing. When you notice negative thoughts of monkey mind intruding in your brain, defer those thoughts by instead focusing on your breathing. Balance app. Yes, that's a great app. Oh, Balance app for breathing? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll check it out for sure because I suck, like I said. So focus on breathing. Like when things start to happen, just kind of shift your focus. And he talks about that too. Deepak talks about that. Take deep belly breaths in from your nose, out from your mouth, until those thoughts are away. Usually I have anxiety as well. So there's a few things that I haven't shared with you guys, but it'll come up. I have been experiencing anxiety pretty, it's weird. I've never had anxiety before, but I'm working on it, right? So one thing that I've done with myself is that as soon as I feel like something like that is coming up, I go to my patio and I just stand outside and like we have a great view. Look outside and just start breathing, right? And start breathing. And I'm training my mind to shift my focus immediately on something else that's better, right? So immediately I really try, and this is a work in progress. I'm sure if you practice it, it's a work in progress for you too. But as soon as something like that comes up, I just kind of, I got to I immediately notice it. That's the first thing. I notice it. It's coming. And then I kind of go to the balcony, boom, got a great view, just shifts my focus. Meditation is great too. Yes, absolutely. Starting to do that. So I'm starting to do that. But I don't know why I let go. I was doing that for a while, but I completely let go. But I'm starting to again. And I enjoy it. I like it. So I digress. Take deep belly breaths in from the mouth. I mean, in from the nose, out from the mouth, right? Until those just go deep. I usually have to take 4 or 5, and just right, calm myself down. You've actually maybe have seen it. I do the same thing for stuttering. Sometimes when I catch myself that I'm on a roll and I can't get a word out and I stutter, I pause myself. I gotta breathe. I do that. I don't know if you've noticed it in my lives, but I do that too. Secret is out. Number 5, practice gratitude. I mean, we talk about this, like, in case you haven't noticed, gratitude is pretty freaking important. Okay, by taking the time and thinking through in your life, right, and think about what you're grateful for, right? Your monkey mind negative thoughts are not going to win, right? Because positive is going to win over that. So train your thoughts, train your mind to practice gratitude. Something crazy pops in your head, start thinking about what you're grateful for. I do that, and it does work. I'm telling you, it works. Gratitude focuses on the positive aspects of your life. You can't think positive and negative at the same time. It's impossible. Your mind can't do that. So if you're focusing on the positive, that's all you're focusing on. You cannot focus on negative at the same time, right? So if you focus on something positive in your life, that starts to rewire your brain to think more positively over time, right? So if you start to shift your focus, you go for a walk, you go breathe, you got to do what you got to do, right? And start shifting your focus. And if you can do that, then over time, it's going to kick in. I've shared this before that I've started to, I used to do a little bit longer, well, maybe about 15, 20 minutes of meditation, but I haven't done it for a while. So I'm starting about 5 minutes just to kind of just get my mind moving again. And listen, 5 minutes, if you don't have that time, well, wake up 5 minutes earlier. You know what I mean? Or just 5 minutes, or just a few, just to get your mind right. And go over 3 things that you're grateful for. Maybe write it down, right? One good source, I don't have it here with me. One good source is, you can get this from Amazon. It's called the 5-minute journal. No affiliations, obviously, but 5-minute journal. It kind of pushes you to write down what you're grateful for every day, and you can kind of keep track of it. It's kind of neat. I have one, but you guys know, I do my gratitude jar, right? You guys know that. So that's my 2022. And my reward for this year is me. I gotta focus on me more. And number 6, we'll kind of gave it away. Number 6, meditate. Probably the best way to stop the chatter of the monkey mind is to meditate every day, though, right? It's not like you meditate once and you're like, well, I think I'm done for the next 10 years. It doesn't work like that. I tried it. It doesn't work. By practicing meditation, you're telling your mind to just stay still, be calm. And in a way, you're also accepting your thoughts, right? You're accepting your thoughts. You're just asking them to calm down and just like chill. You know what I mean? But, and it's weird because at first when you start to meditate, I'm not a guru, and it's not like something that I've done for years and years. I'm just getting into it. So for some people, this may sound funny, but for me, it's real. So you start to meditate, and I'm talking about the 5 minutes, and then my mind starts to wander off to like what I gotta get done today, what I gotta get done in the morning, what I gotta do after work, what I gotta do this, what I gotta do that. My mind starts to kind of wander off, right? And then what I gotta do, I keep remembering these thoughts in meditation that you gotta kind of bring back your thoughts to your breathing. And that's what I do. And I try every single time. So I'm training my mind. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm training my mind to be able to do that. Obviously, as I feel like as I do it more often, then I can calm my mind a lot more and more effectively. So with everything else, right? It's just a little bit of practice. And I know we all have the monkey mind, the chatter, the stuff. The more you do it, yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much everything, right, in life. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And I know we have the monkey mind. We all have it. We all have the monkey mind. We have the chatters in our head, the crap that goes, especially these days with COVID and all the mess that's going on in the world. We got the chatter in our head. So 6 ways to recognize and to calm it. 1, first you gotta recognize it. You gotta recognize that the thought is coming. It's there, boom, it's there now. Number 2, journal. Write down when it's happening and what it's saying, right? Number 3, you gotta accept your past. Listen, my past is pretty crappy, okay? But it is what it is. What do you want me to tell you? I can go back and like erase stuff and rewrite it and put it is what it is. So what? I just go on, right? Number 4, focus on your breathing. This is something I'm working on. Focus on your breathing. 5, practice gratitude. Be grateful for stuff, you know? And number 6, meditate. And I'm starting to like meditation. Oh, I'm gonna admit the first couple of mornings I tried, I fell back asleep. I did. I'm sorry. I fell back asleep, but hey, I'm just being real with my meditation stuff. So yeah, stop the chatter in your head, because truthfully, it's not serving you. It's not serving you to have that constant negative thoughts looping around in your mind. It's not serving you well, I promise you. So the more you practice putting calm down, tame it, the more you practice that, the better grip you're gonna have. I know I will. So you're gonna see that, work in progress. So anyway, I beat that to death, I think. Hopefully you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. You may think, I want to know about your thoughts. Which one of these 6 really jumped at you? Like which one of these 6 you're like, oh my goodness, this. Oh yes, meditate. This is the one for me. Or the other one, I gotta journal more. Whichever one it is for you, I want to know which one you feel like it jumped at you. And drop it down in the comments below. Let the feet grow. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. And listen, if you share, you show that you care. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again, much love.